Sometimes as human beings we become upset. And anger is a very important emotion that we have. If you don't control it, it will control you. And if it controls you, khalas. You could commit so many evils because of the emotion of anger. So before we go into that, I want to, inshallah ta'ala, remind ourselves, all of us, the purpose of our creation. And we have just mentioned at the beginning what our purpose is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also told us, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us, He's the one who has created death and also life in order to test us. In order of what? To test us who's best in action. So this is a test. ألف لام ميم أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أحسب الناس, do people think أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا, that they're going to be left alone by just saying that we believe? The answer is no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we will definitely test you. In life, we're going to be tested. And the test that you're going to be tested in life, sometimes it's going to make you upset. Sometimes you will feel angry. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, indeed, we have created mankind in toil, meaning in hardship, in a challenge. We will be challenged in life. We will be tested. The companions, for example, when they have believed in the Prophet ﷺ, they were tested. For example, Khabbab ibn al-Arat, the great companion Khabbab, who was in Mecca, who was a slave, and his slave master was a woman, and she used to persecute him a lot, so much that he wasn't able to bear it anymore. And he came to the Prophet ﷺ one day, and he said to the Prophet ﷺ, Ya Rasulullah, ألا تستنصر لنا? Are you not going to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us help and aid and assistance? And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was next to the Kaaba. He was lying down. And then when Khabbab ibn al-Arat said to him this, he sat down. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him kind of like a harsh answer. And he said to Khabbab ibn al-Arat, Ya Khabbab, yes, I can see you're being tested right now, but let me remind you the Muslims who came before you and how they were tested. The Muslims who came before you, Ya Khabbab, and who came before our nation, they were tested so much, but they have never left Islam.